Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Jala Sun Tarot. My name is Kimberly, and super grateful and thankful for you guys to show up and view and join the collective energy for today's reading. So, welcome. So, let's get into today's topic. We're asking, are they interested in you? This person that is currently on your mind, regardless of the connection, because this could be a crush or someone that you are friends with. It could also just be someone that you're starting to date and you're wondering, to what extent might they be interested in or if they are at all. So we're going to jump right into it with the details with the tarot. We have a different deck for each of the readings. And then, of course, a few of the oracles to clarify, provide us some more insights or any confirmations along the way with the oracle. And we're going to end with some advice. So, that being said, we are going to try to keep the readings a little bit on the shorter side. We're going to, I know that's so hard for me. I'm going to be honest. But I'm really going to try to do my best to get straight to the point and, you know, get down to the details and the nitty gritty without beating around the bush because we're asking a simple question. So, that being said, let's go through the pile selections. For pile one, we have this green. I guess you could say it's green. Yeah. Chalcedony. And pile one, for your reading today, we will be using the Wizard of Oz tarot deck. So the Wizard of Oz tarot deck with the green Chalcedony. For pile two, we have the Schroll or Scroll. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Schroll. We'll go with that. The spelling is in the description box if you're curious. So we have the Schroll, and we are using the Midnight Magic tarot deck for your reading today. So the Midnight Magic with the Schroll for pile two. As Cloud is saying hi. Hi, Cloud. Cloud Strife is one of my cats. Pile three, we are using this aventurine, this green aventurine. And for your reading today, pile three, we have the Muse tarot deck. So the Muse tarot deck and the green aventurine for pile three. So, guys, feel free to pause if you need that moment to reflect or meditate on whatever pile or crystal or energy is attracting you the most, as we're figuring out, are they interested in you? Now, keep in mind, if you have more than one person on your mind, feel free to check more than one reading, obviously. But know which person you're thinking of when you head into the reading is what I would say. That being said, I think I covered it all. So without further ado, I'll meet you at your reading. Bye, guys. Hi, everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this green chalcedony, really cool stone, or the Wizard of Oz deck, then welcome. So we're going to jump right into it. We're asking, are they interested in you, pile one, this person that is currently on your mind? Regardless of whatever connection or whatever type of relationship it could be, we're going to get the details of not only if they're interested, but to what extent. How deep is that run? In other words, And also, in which way are they interested? Is it a romantic or friendship? We really want to make sure we're getting clear messages. So that is the intent today, pile one. So welcome. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through, as always, for the collective energy. Beautiful day, guys. Feeling really good energy. So we're asking, whoever this person is, it could be a crush, it could just be someone that you might be interested in or not. It really depends on this person you're thinking of. So make sure you tap into that energy. Okay. So we're going to get 4 cards and then we're going to get clarifiers. I want to get all 4 cards before we start talking because now, does this want to fall in reverse or upright? Pretty much. Do it one more time just in case. Okay. So Judgment in reverse is coming through. It's our first card. It's a major arcana. It's card number 20, Libra energy. Libra is air sign. Oh my goodness. The World. Card number 21, the major arcana that comes right after Judgment. Are they interested in pile 1, Spirit? Is this person? The Tower. This is already a very interesting reading, guys. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like you and this person have gone through something, an ending. Is this person interested? Page of Brooms. Now that's wands. So look at how we're getting the black and white or the non-colored images, and we have one image in color. So are they interested? It looks like yes. We do have the Page of Brooms, which implies that someone, may want to come forward in a passionate way. It could have been only in one way. Let's see. I think this person and you have history. We got the Chariot. I feel like this person is wondering if whether or not they should move forward in the interest that they have, because are they interested in you? Yes, but I do feel like they have their walls up. We have 7 of Brooms. They may have boundaries. If they've been completing cycles, we got the Queen of Spears in reverse, which is swords. If they've been completing cycles, or I should say, if you and this person ended a cycle, you might be blocked to their energy. There may have been a Tower moment, an abrupt change, a shift in the energy between you and this person. The Hanged Man. I do believe that this person has, that is super dope, guys. So I'm going to give you a minute to guess which major arcana. I'm not going to show you the number for those of you that are used to numbers. Or not. I don't know if you know the major arcana, but the Kindred. Card number 6. The Lovers, guys. This is a major arcana. And it's called the Kindred, like the kindred soul, maybe I'm feeling. I never get this card, to be honest. I've used this deck many times at this point, but this doesn't really come through. So the Lovers, Gemini. I do believe that you and this person have gone through some sort of abrupt change. It may have felt like a legit natural disaster, a whirlwind, a tornado in some way. I do feel like this person is seeing clear passing currently. However, they may have their walls up a little bit. The answer to the question, are they interested in you? The answer is yes. This person is gaining a different perspective. We have the Hanged Man here. So if you and this person ended things, or if there was some sort of abrupt change that disrupted the flow, it could have led to you being in an energy where you're not open or at least this person may view you as now you're shut down because whatever happened between the both of you created a little bit of, you might be upset. I don't know. I mean, it's the Wicked Witch of the West. Is it the Wicked Witch of the East or the West? I don't remember. But it's the Wicked Witch. And I love the original Wizard of Oz, like with the, like it looks like her. For those of you that know that movie, the original Wizard of Oz back in the day. Queen of Spears, but it's coming in reverse. So I'm getting a little bit, some of you, not everyone, may have had some harsh words with this person, or you may have felt that this person communicated to you in such an abrupt way that you're blocking them now. I'm also getting the energy that, let me see, you guys can see everything. I'm also getting the energy that you have created within this person a new perspective. So we got the Judgment in reverse, the Chariot. This person might be trying to make a decision, because they are interested. And I do believe it's in a romantic way. We have the Kindred guys, the Lovers at the bottom. And it also could imply a decision as well, the Lovers, in love. And with the Judgment coming in reverse, I'm getting the feeling that this person might be unclear. They could be wondering of how to move forward, or they could be debating on, what's comfortable for them, because I do believe they want to go in your direction, but they might be hesitating because of a few things. One, they might assume your energy is blocked. Like I said, there may have been some rough communication. I'm also getting the energy that this person is like putting fires out. I don't know. I'm getting that. I feel like they may have to apologize about a few things, maybe not just one. Like, look at how the Scarecrow, the brooms are on fire. And it's like he's trying to put the fire out with another broom that's on fire. So it's like there's a lot of things this person might be juggling. Like, again, we're going back to the imagery of the whirlwind, the tornado. Even just in the tower, you could see that feeling of chaos. And that could be what this person is feeling inside. However, I do feel like they're interested in you because they think you're attractive. They do think you're attractive. They do get turned on by you. I'm getting. They might even be fantasizing a little bit. I'm getting the energy over here with the Page of Brooms and the Hanged Man. Almost as if with this, it could be a disconnect. It could be a no contact, some sort of fight between the both of you. But whatever it is, through this reflection, this person could also be reminding themselves that they really are attracted to you. But it's page energy, so I feel like the interest is not huge. Meaning it's not as deep. It's not deep yet. Even if you have been in a cycle with this person, you could be, with the world. It could mean, it's Leo energy. It could be that it could represent a new beginning. And even in this card, you see Dorothy looking through the landscape at a beautiful, colorful yellow brick road. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. So I'm getting more so of a new beginning but there could have been an ending too. So like I said, I feel like this person might be ending a bad cycle, or you and this person ended a bad cycle, but something is causing this person to rethink things. And I feel at this point, they are trying to figure out a decision that they need to make. Okay? So yes, the answer is they are interested in you, whoever this person is. They might be hesitating. There might be a lot of things that they did wrong, like putting out the fire. i.e., your fire. You could feel as if this person has burned you in some way. This person also could have like burned the bridge between the both of you. I mean, because just the imagery of this person already holding a broom that's on fire and trying to put out the other brooms that are on fire, it's as if this person doesn't know what they're doing. You know, like they're putting their walls up, even though they have the exact same essence within them. If that makes sense, it's as they could have sabotaged, is my point. They could have sabotaged this. And now I feel like the new perspective is, man, I put all these fires out, but my fire is still burning. Or this person could be thinking, I created all these fires, meaning problems, inconsistencies, arguments, whatever that may look like within you and this connection. So take that as it fits. I'm not sure what exactly this tower moment created, but it does feel like it disrupted this whole flow, whatever this connection led to. And I really do think that this person now is like, do I move forward or do I hang back? Even though, like I mentioned, even though this person sees the different perspective, they're still debating whether they should hang back or move in your direction. And I do feel like this could also imply a little bit of like what decision. But look at how happy he is. The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz are they going to reveal themselves to you or not? Just like the Wizard of Oz. Who's the person behind the curtain? And if they reveal this to you, do they have to put out fires? You know, do they have to, could they be authentic? I'm getting a message for some of them, the person on your mind, that they could be wondering if you'll like what you see, if they are able to really give you or meet you halfway. But again, you might be really upset. I'm getting also with the Queen of Spears. For some of you, could be like rereading old messages or typing a message and deleting it, typing a message, deleting it. It could be you, it could be this person. Okay, I wanted to use the angel answers so we could get some confirmations, insights, or more clarity on what's going on with the interest level. Because to go back to Paige, it doesn't feel developed yet. It doesn't feel that deep or matured. And again, we're getting Wands energy for their feelings a little bit. I'm not getting, I mean, again, the kindred, you could feel like, this person could feel like you are a kindred soul, but it could also represent, like I said, a choice. So we have romance. That's interesting. Spirit, is this person interested in pile one? So we have let go. Maybe that's the debate. Do they let go or do they proceed in a romantic way? Okay, what is this? Be assertive. So, and that feels like the chariot energy. We also see a I thought at first it was a key, but it could be a mask that looks like a key, guys, like a master key. It's like, should they unveil themselves and allow themselves to be open to give you that, the key in some way? Or it also could be like they're the key that has to unlock whatever it is. You know, is it romance? Do they want to be romantic or should they let it go? And I'm not even sure why they're debating. You might know more than I do, obviously, but but it has to do with something that happened in the past between the both of you. Success. So this person does feel as they're feeling optimistic, I think. Is this person interested in you? Yes. Opportunity. Bottom of the deck within the next few weeks. Okay. I feel like these are for those of you that are also interested in this person and do want to hear from this person. This is positive messages, guys. Like this person is wondering, is there going to be success in this opportunity? Are they going to take this opportunity with you? I mean, besides from let go, everything feels like the answer is going to be yes. And that could also be them releasing any negative or toxic energy with the world coming through. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily, it could be multiple things, but one of the things is this person, upon reflection, could be releasing like old patterns. It could also be something that they carried with them from their past relationships or relationship. I mean, it could be one of those too, like where they're projecting onto their new endeavors, new romance. So they could have sabotaged at one point. I do think though that you might notice if this person comes back, or if you're already talking to this person. I mean, you might be feeling that this person is not 100% vulnerable, because again, I do feel that they may have some walls up still, guys, even if they come back in. So be mindful of that. Okay, I want to get romance angels just to see, like, to what extent are they interested? Because we know they're interested, but we got the Page of Wands coming through. And that is very, that could be very passionate. The Wands energy is fire energy. That could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We did get Leo again with the World. Did I mention Gemini? We already talked about. So we do have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, specifically more Gemini and Libra. Okay. And then the Chariot what is the Chariot? Cancer. I had to take a moment. The Chariot is Cancer. It's moon energy. So that's water sign. All right, guys. Let's see. Spirit, are they interested in pile one? What else do we need to see, Spirit? Okay, I think 4 is good enough. Reconciliation, guys. There it is. This is what this person is literally deciding. Playfulness. I like that. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to fun to shine. Again, we're getting through with romance. Playfulness. This person might be, as they're going back and forth with movement in your direction, one of the things that they could be really thinking about and considering is what is their tone? What is the mood that they want to set? And I think the energy they want to cultivate between the both of you is more playful. Cloudy? No, baby. My cat Cloud Stripe is messing with the wires. Is more playful energy as opposed to whatever the communication was that created the tower moment. Like, I think they want to turn that around. I know some of you guys are already looking at this. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Now, whether that's true or not, I mean, you could have multiple soulmates. I'm going to be honest, guys. Romantic soulmates, but there's also like platonic soulmates. My best friend is no romance, none at all. But she is my literal soulmate because we grew up together. Like, and I have a lot of soulmates. Is my point. I never had a romantic soulmate. But anyway, but for you, this person might view you, and again, just the idea of the kindred soul. That could be the energy of what this person. Now, you might feel that as well, but this could be the energy that this person feels. This person is thinking about making the effort. They may not have yet. So we're just getting a lot of confirmations, guys. Worth waiting for. Okay. So this person might think you're worth waiting for, or they're hoping that you haven't moved on. Because Queen of Spears, especially when Queen of Spears is upset, could be feisty. It could be you that's putting your walls up. I heard a honk in the background. So Seven of Brooms, putting out fires, is the energy I got from this person. And they could also have walls up for sure, or they did have walls up that could have created all this mess. But also because it's coming through next to the Queen of Spears in reverse, the energy of they see you now as putting your walls up. So would you take them back? Would you be willing to wait for them because they think it's worth it? Hunks again. So I hope this made sense, guys. I hope, let me know if this is resonating. And I apologize for not getting to the comments. For those of you that comment, oh my God, I love you so much. I read them sometimes more than once, guys, because it's so deep. And I really want to like respond in such a good way, a meaningful way. So, but then I'm like letting it build up and build up. But anyway, the point is, I'm hoping to start responding to messages when things start simmering down. It's been a very hectic week at work. Sorry. I just want to throw that out there because I love your comments, guys. And those of you that defend me whenever I get like a troll that's so rude, and then some of you are like fighting for that, like you don't have to do that, by the way, but it is the sweetest, dopest thing. And it's like, man, are you from Chicago? Because can I have you as backup? All right, let's get your advice. If you're feeling good, I understand if you click off, but let's see. For those of you that need to get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. That could just be a reminder. You see the Buddha. Well, there's so many different versions of Buddha. I have one. My mama gave it to me. Ow. Sorry, I just hit my elbow. But nonetheless, meditation, being in nature, you see beautiful, it could be roses, carnations, beautiful flowers, trees. And you also feel like the image of roots, like a tree root that's growing and stabilizing this person. So if this is something you already do, but you may have fallen off with a busy week, or you might be focusing so much more than you should on this romantic energy, let it go. Get grounded, I should say. Boundaries. Ooh, interesting. So I'm wondering, we just talked about, are you the one with walls up? However, do you have good boundaries? Like, what would your boundaries be, pile one, if this person comes back in? Are you going to go back to the same cycle, or are you going to respond in different ways? Like, what are your boundaries? And even like your own things, like if you excessively texted, how would you change that where you could still live your life and not be so engrossed? For example, but the point is, I think Spirit is wanting you to kind of focus on where you could establish better boundaries. And finally, we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So meditation is great, walking in nature, but sometimes like having a dance party, even in your living room, listening to music, watching a funny television show, watching stand up. Dude, if you're in a really down mood, one of my favorite things to do is watch comedy, like literal stand-up comedy on like one of the streaming services. Really could help you switch up your energy if you need a good laugh, Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I love that. That goes for everyone, guys. We all have our spiritual, beautiful team that's guiding us. We might not understand everything, but they're always here supporting us, trying to make sure that we remember, whatever it is that we need to remember. So, as Cloud is once again messing with the wires down here, this is where we're going to leave your reading today. I hope it helped. I hope you got what you were looking for with this person and the information, insights. Send a like my way. If you liked it, send a like. If you want to comment, please do. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you join the channel. Really love your energy. Thank you so much for being here, Pal One, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What up, guys, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Choral, or if you chose the Midnight Magic Tarot deck, then this is your reading. Thank you so much for coming through, Pile 2. Let's see what comes through for you today. So we have this person on your mind. As we're tapping into that energy, we're asking, are they interested in you? Are they interested in you? To what extent are they interested in you, Pile 2? And like in what way? How deep does it go? If they are. So that's kind of what my intention is as we're tapping into this energy. Thank you so much, Spirit. So we're going to get 4 cards, and I want to see the full, and then we're going to get the clarifiers, but I want to see the full extent of the messages because we're asking, a very specific question. So are they interested in you? So we have the 6 of Wands in reverse coming through. This is what it looks like. And it's the red chanterelle, I believe. So the 6 of Wands coming through. We have the Lovers in reverse. Interesting. This could represent a disconnect in some way. Page of Cups coming through. Okay, upright. The colors are so cool. It's giving like, you remember the movie Avatar? I never saw the sequel. Then we have the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Interesting. Is there going to be a sequel? Is there going to be a chapter 2 for you guys? There may have been a really disappointing end. I do believe that this person is interested. I'm getting the Page of Cups vibes, is giving crush energy, like butterflies, very excited to hear from you type of feeling. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Interesting. I feel as though, okay, that makes sense then. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, card number 10, and it is, what is this? Common puffball. Some of the people on your mind might want to take a puff, tap into some sort of energy when they're thinking about you. I do feel as though there may be some sort of imbalance or abandonment in some way. The Hierophant. Okay. That is also a major arcana Taurus energy. And then we have the Hanged Man. Wow, guys. Card number 12, and this is card number 5. Card number 12, the Hanged Man, Pisces. I'm getting so many messages right now. And I don't want to talk too fast, so let me take a moment to breathe. But I feel as though this person has energy of nervous, jittery butterflies. They are gaining some sort of different angle or different perspective on this connection. They may feel like they want to fight for you in some way. I'm getting like competitive energy. There may have been some contention at one point, but I always think like the Hierophant to me is like viewing you in a serious way, putting effort in, putting work in. That's where this person's interest is in. The Lovers in reverse could also represent someone who has come to a decision, is the energy I'm getting with this reversal. Like they may have been stuck at one point. Yeah. The Lovers upright could feel like this person could have been making a decision or making a choice in some way. It could have been between two people, two things. Take it as it may fit. But it coming out in reverse, the decision has been made. And it's almost like it was divinely guided in some way. Something must have like snapped, a light bulb must have went off where they realized, what they had to do, which is you. I feel like there may have been a disappointment in the beginning of whatever this connection may have been, some sort of failure, some sort of something that may have went wrong, and someone could have felt shut out. Someone could have walked away. It could have felt like it feels like ghosting, and it doesn't feel good. Okay, it was a little bit of a failed. It was a failure. It ended in some sort of way, but it's almost like a little bit of a preview because it jumps into like this person already having made this decision, things coming into alignment in some way, and almost like back around, like a cycle that has, you know, it's not the world, but what I'm trying to express is like something that this person could have been looped in. So, like, maybe they're making another loop and now they're pausing and they're looking at things from a different angle. And what they're looking as is they're getting like that nervous excitement when they're thinking about maybe offering you some sort of serious something. It could be like being exclusive, it could be, you know, something more serious like marriage. It really depends on the connection. So that's the energy I'm getting. Yes, they're interested. They want to put in effort. Okay. So let's get into our oracle. We're just going to jump in because this was very clear. So, Spirit, what else could you tell us? Is this person interested in pile two? Meditation brings answers. Okay. I wonder if that's where this person is at. The hangman could be a little bit of stuck energy where someone could be still processing, even, and that could be contention. It could be, they could be fighting with themselves. But I'm also getting a message. One of the messages I was getting, because there was a few, was them wanting to fight again or fight through whatever may where this connection is at. It's almost as if they have to fight for it or fight for you. Abundance. I like that. They could feel really abundant. Their interest with you could feel huge. Even though it's coming through as page, they're thinking of commitment. So I'm wondering, it's like a honeymoon stage. That feeling of just feeling like I'm excited to see this person. I'm excited to hear from them. I'm excited to be alone with them. I'm excited to cuddle or whatever. It's very sweet energy. So let's get one more. Okay. Spirit, what else? Are they interested in pile two? Helpful people. That's so interesting. Because we're getting a lot of this person trying or feeling like it's like they got into alignment, guys. They may have been really digging deep, meditating. They could have their own spiritual practices. I'm also getting they could be really busy at work. They could be talking to friends, coworkers, literal people in the 3D, and also, their own spirit team, their own spirit. And then, they're feeling that the answers are already here. I'm getting with the lovers in reverse with the meditation brings answers. Like they understand the assignment, like they get it. And that's why I feel like they're getting excited. And this can also represent, to go back to the Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, if you've never, I mean, if this is a brand new person, which it feels a little bit like it's a brand, it could, for some of you, could be a new person. But I'm getting like this could be an old connection that they are releasing, letting go. It could have been a karmic connection that they're releasing or have released, and it could have been like feelings of abandonment, but either way, whatever it is that they've healed, they've made their decision, guys. Let's get one more just because I feel like it's clarifying a lot of the actually I want two more. It's clarifying a lot of the tarot, or giving a lot more insights, I should say. So we have be assertive. This person, I got that same energy in pile one. Like they want to move forward. They really are excited about it. And I do feel like they may surprise you, pile two, of how they're acting, how they're moving forward. Wow, I just noticed the Magician. Yeah, it's like they are manifesting you back into their life, or they've manifested you into their life. This could be, yeah, this could be what they've healed, something from the past. It could be you, could be something completely different. It could also be them have healed a lot with self love, or I should say, Nine of Cups coming through in reverse. Like that could be the energy that they kind of like transmuted in some way. So I feel like once they have, if they haven't already, because they may be on the brink, I should say, but they might still be hesitant. Communicate clearly. Okay, so when they move forward, and again, if you're already connecting with this person, communicating, you might notice that they are really, how should I say, taking the initiative, meeting you halfway, sometimes even more than halfway. Like they're really giving you a clear sign that they are interested, they're excited about you. So if you're not seeing that right now, you're going to see it in the future. They're going to want to put hard work. They want to win you over, guys. And it's like they're thinking about how to do it. They're asking for help. It could be from real people, like people in 3D. It could be their spirit team. And it's getting like the energy of they're building in excitement, in abundance. Okay? So bottom of the deck within the next few weeks. Gosh, you might have messages in pile one. That being said, let's get into romance angels. But it is a little bit different though, because for you, pile two, your energy feels more at the stage or at the point where things are really new. It feels new. Okay. Like you and this person already have made that change. If this is a past person, but for a lot of you, it might not be. It might be like something exciting. You might reflect this energy. Okay. So, Spirit, what else could you tell us? What level of interest does let your friends help you? Gosh, this person is asking for a lot of advice. You might make them nervous, pal two. You're getting the butterflies. Chemistry. Ooh, you might feel the same, or they may feel the chemistry too, like the attraction, that magnetic pull. Magician also could be like they don't have a choice. Like they are just being magnetically pulled towards you. That is what this feels like, this chemistry. Healing family issues. That could be what they've dealt with. That could be just some of the disappointments. It could have Pentacles could be the energy of home. It's earth. So Five of Pentacles, it could have been something that shook their world in their own family. Or they could just have like past childhood wounds they have to heal. They're reparenting themselves. They've gone through some sort of alignment, soul alignment, this person. And you could also be going through it. Like you guys could be soulmates. This feels like soulmate vibes, where it's very loving. Not really too much separation, no contact. Like I don't think that's what this is at all. But I feel like within the next few weeks, something more serious. It might, I don't want to scare you, okay? But I feel like it might evolve into something more, okay? And if that is what you want, that's what's headed towards you. We also have free yourself. This person may have freed themselves from something in their past. It could have been about codependency. They could also feel codependent with you right now. Soulmates tend to be codependent. My best friend, it's a platonic soulmate, not a romantic one. Her and I are like so codependent sometimes. Because I'm noticing I'm also bringing her up throughout each of the readings I did today so far. Shout out to my bestie. Okay, and I do have a lot of best friends, and I do have a lot of people I love. Don't get me wrong, but my number one road dog is my girl that I grew up with, born and raised. Our moms were best friends. That's how deep it goes. When we weren't even born. So that being said, let's get one more card. But I went into a tailspin about it. It's because this person might feel that, oh my God, attraction. Guys, yes. This feels very soulmate-ish. Like you could express yourself without this person running away, like, definitely different than, twin flames, for those of you that understand that. So if you feel like you and your connection is a twin flame, this ain't it. This is a soulmate. And I don't even feel like it's a karmic. Like I feel like this could be very, if you allow it, it's always your choice, but I feel like this could be someone that give your relationship a chance. Wow, this is what this person's thinking about, guys. Taking it to the next step. But like I was, you know what? I lost my thought. I'm all over the place sometimes, but it's like, whoa. Because I'm so happy for you. Soulmates, I mean, now again, if you probably already clicked off. If this does not resonate, this is not your person. Because your person is running or your person is treating you not great, then I don't think it could also be that whatever that was has evolved or is changing. So it really depends on what happens, but let's get your advice. Okay, pile two, as we close out your reading. So what should pile two, what do we need to see for pile two, Spirit? Advice, any messages? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Aw. Wow. I'm feeling it. You may have been through some sort of lot of healing, like both of you and this person I'm getting. And you are on like such a path of alignment and calling in some sort of frequency That is so beautiful. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So, this might apply for a lot of you who might be going through a lot of crazy things in your life. Even if you're hyper focusing on this person with the codependency, this person I don't think will go anywhere, to be honest, guys. I really do feel like this person's going to put in effort and reciprocate to the point of maybe extreme. But if it's starting to feel extreme, take a moment. This person is not this person is going to understand because you're soulmates. You get it. You get each other. Uh, and you're okay to set boundaries too if you need to. Okay? Let's get one more. Oh my goodness. Rose again. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Guys, whatever this is, it feels really beautiful. And I feel like you've come a long way too. It's happening. It's happening for you. And again, if you haven't been feeling the energy, Spirit is directing your attention to this is what it is. But take a moment to pause if you need to get back into that remembrance that all of this is unfolding in the most beautiful, divine way, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. Like it's all destiny. You always have a choice. Obviously, you are in the 3D, you are a human being. But gosh, when you're able to listen to your intuition and follow the frequency and alignment of soul, signs start lighting up. You know what I mean if this card came out for you. So, how dope. All right, Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Guys, you might be doing something in the spiritual world. You might be a tarot reader. You might be even just like one of those beautiful YouTubers that have such beautiful messages about healing and soul work. Like, dude, I love that. I love those channels. So you could be one of those or just be going through your own journey. But this is kind of like what Spirit is bringing your attention to. Like, it might be time for you to like share what you've been already learning and experiencing. So, wow. With that being said, what an interesting reading because I felt like it was very like at the beginning of your reading, the mushrooms weren't ripe yet. Like they were still yet to grow or ground themselves. And then by the end of the reading, everything just felt so grounded and rooted into a comfortable feeling. And that's the energy. So are they interested in you? Yeah. Wow, Pal 2, this is where we're going to leave your reading. If you enjoyed this or if it gave you insights or if you liked it in whatever way, send a like my way. Make sure you comment. I love reading your comments. I'm doing my best to answer them slowly but surely. They're beautiful. Thank you so much for commenting. Oh my God. Thank you for being you and sharing your story. It's like relatable. Gosh, you have no idea. For so many of us, of people who understand, that feeling. So thank you so much. I love you guys. I hope I see you again. Bye. Hey everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this aventurine and or the Muse tarot deck, then you're at the right place. So let's jump right into it actually. Because we're asking a very specific question. So I want to get as much details. Is this person interested in you? In what way? How deep does it go if it's a yes? And in like what sense? So are they interested in you? This person. So as we're tapping into the energy, Spirit, thank you so much for coming through, of course, for the collective energy. Pile 3. Tuning in the person on pile three's mind? Are they interested in pile three? So we're gonna get 4 cards, pile three, and I want to see all of them. Ooh, we have the 6 of materials. Nice. Pentacles. Oh my god, it's 8 of materials. Sorry guys, I thought that was a 6. Um, 8 of pentacles coming through upright. We also have in reverse Knight of Voices, which I believe is air. Knight of Voices in reverse. We have the Knight of Materials upright. So we have the Knight of Voices in reverse and the Knight of Materials upright. Interesting. This person isn't in their head too much about you. I feel like they are very, I would even say, like they have really grounded energy. Page of Inspiration. This is Wands. And Materials is Pentacles in the Muse deck. How beautiful. Love this deck so much, guys. So this feels as though the answer is yes. This person is interested in many different ways. In a passionate way, for sure. And I do feel like in a very grounded, consistent, stable way as well. It's you notice that they may be putting in some effort. I'm wondering what type of connection this is. Ooh, we got our first king. Look at how dope this deck is because it comes horizontal as opposed to portrait. So, Muse of Emotions, King of Cups, dude. Okay, I'm going to have to break it down because it's like multiple things. So, we have 4 of Voices. Definitely, this person is in their, it's like they're not, well, they are in their head though. Page of Voices. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Voices. That's crazy. Page of Emotions. There's a lot of people on this. Is this the same person? How 3? Are you dating? Do you have a lot of people interested in you? I feel like you are. I'm like trying to piece this together as though it might be one person. And listen, if it is, I'm going to break it down as though it was one person. But for a lot of you that come through in this reading, it could be like multiple people just because it's a lot of different energy and ways that people are interested in you. Okay? So, gosh, where do I begin? I think I'm going to start by kind of giving a collective reading of if this is one person. To begin, whether you're male or female, you're coming through as a king of voices, which is the swords. Like, I'm getting a lot of birds. At first, I thought they were hands. Grabbing something, grasping for some sort of information. Also, with air, you or this person could be an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Specifically with the Queen of Swords, it's more Libra energy. You could be weighing options. You could be weighing choices. But if it is one person, I do feel like you're gathering all this information. Like you're realizing that this person is very multidimensional, which we all are. However, some people tend to be in their 3D, in their ego. And sometimes they could be very one dimensional. So take it as it fits. But if this person is that type of person that is coming through as someone that's very loving, very in control of their emotions. They could also have very strong, someone in this dynamic has very strong emotions for you with the King of Cups. They could also be feeling that they want to move forward in a very consistent way, a very stable way. Someone that is taking their time to develop something into something that could be very beautiful and that could feel like it's blossoming and being grounded and rooted into something very stable. And it's giving a little bit of fire energy as well with this Knight of Materials. This person could also be very passionate about you. That could be where the balance is, that this person is grounded, but they are also very passionate. If you are with this person already, you could be very physically aligned, meaning that it just is great. Your physical encounters. Also getting that could just be the mutual attraction or just the attraction this person of the level that this person has interest in. But page energy for wands is someone that is, could be taking it more slow as opposed to the knight or even the king of wands. So this person might not be throwing themselves or being too aggressive. Like they could be very, like I said, developing something, being patient, but they're really, they're really feeling you, feeling your energy. If you haven't been physical with them, okay. So take it as it fits. Now we have the page of voices, which is the page of swords. Getting a lot of communication coming through that this person might be thinking about right now. They could be thinking about how to communicate, what to communicate. You and this person could be like in this energy of both of you are laying in bed at separate locations, texting each other long into the night. That could be for some of you, but for others, you might notice that this person is taking a time out, reflecting on all of the energy they may be feeling. Because even at the bottom of the deck, we have another page, the Page of Cups. So, whatever this is, this person doesn't want to end. Okay? Now, for those of you that have multiple people, these are different energies. You have someone that might be coming in with a love offer that is very beautiful and very in control. Someone might have legit be in love with you with this King of Cups. You may or may not know it, but I feel like this person and you could be someone you work with. It could also be someone that is willing to work very hard for you. You might have another energy of someone that is, I don't know, snooping on your social media. You could have someone that is having very difficulty letting you go with the Knight of Voices in reverse. You might have someone coming in a consistent way, messaging you, grounding the energy, making you feel safe, making you feel comfortable. You could also have someone coming through that is maybe only one track mind. You might feel like someone is only feeling your passion or only wanting to be passionate. You could also have a talker, someone that all you're doing is messaging or talking on the phone, but nothing else. And here you are kind of balancing everything. And you might be in your head a lot, shifting through shifting through these experiences, shifting through people, shifting through dates. That could be for some of you who are dating, who are keeping your options open. Or if you are in a connection that is, I don't know the lingo, guys, but an open relationship, which, no, thank you. That's just my preference. But that's who I am. So that might not be you. And don't be offended. No judgment if that is you. The point is, it's something that you have a lot of energy going through. And you have a lot of people that are interested in you. So, regardless, if it's one person that is not really communicating or really kind of keeping to themselves right now, you they are interested in you in multiple ways, guys. But it still feels a little bit more on the immature side. It still feels like it's developing but although the emotions might be completely full blown. So again, this is a very interesting reading, pile 3. So let's get into your oracle, because this could be a lot of that. Let me know, please, in the comments. I promise I am reading them. I'm a little backed up in the comments, but they're beautiful. Those of you that have been here before, those of you that subscribed and are commenting, I love you so much. Thank you for being so deep, soul deep, with sharing your stories and sharing what's going on. It's very relatable. Sometimes I read them more than once, and I'm really hoping to start responding. It's been a crazy work week, so please forgive me. Even if whether you care or not, I don't even know if you care. But it's like my own feeling, like you took time out of your day to write this message because you felt inspired to do so, and I just think it's so beautiful, and I want to make sure that I respond in a meaningful way. So that being said, let's get back to your reading. So pile 3, let's see, is it whether it's one person or multiple people? What else could you tell us, Spirit? Are they interested in pile 3? You are the Muse. Because, I'm realizing we're using the Muse deck. And look at how beautiful and gorgeous the art is. So, Salvador Dali. I wonder if is it? I don't know. But it just feels so dope and vibrant. So we have communicate clearly. Okay. This could be one person, or this could be a message for you as well, or just people in general. Like you might be really having good conversations. This person is being very precise with their language. Now, if you're wondering who's coming through, if you are dating, there might be someone coming through stronger than everyone else. So if that's the case, they might be really taking slow action. And I would assume it's the Knight of Materials and maybe even the King of Cups. That could be one person. Again, it's for some of you that feels like the energy. No need to worry. And Pentacles could be very slow. They could be very precise. They could be correcting their grammar, perfecting their language for you. I think that's beautiful. Bad grammar turns me off, even though I do it with everyone. But if it's a romantic or someone that I respect, I don't know, then I will well, I respect my sisters and my family and my bestie, but my grammar or my typos are awful. But the point I'm trying to make, when it's someone that's a different frequency than you're feeling from familiar love with family or friends, sometimes communicating clearly, you wanna respect the space, the communication. Some of you get it, some of you don't. If you know, you know. But anyway, no need to worry is a message that's coming through. Yeah, I felt very abundant feelings. Like you're surrounded by a lot of good energy. Because even if you're dating, I feel like there's a lot of good people that are out there. There might be a lot of good fish, but whether they're for you or not, that's kind of might be the energy that some of you are feeling, through the process of dating. Peaceful resolution. Now, to go back to this being one person or one person outshining or being a little bit more than anyone else, there might be something that needs to be forgiven. More effort needs to be. Yes. I feel like you're getting people that want to say yes to you. You're manifesting, or you're doing something right, pile 3. You're attracting a lot of good energy, number 1, and you're attracting a lot of people that are interested, that are willing to say yes. And even if you are only zeroing in on one person and really only focus on one person, although you're noticing a lot of opportunities, a lot of different options, a lot of different avenues you might want to wander down. Whatever I feel is happening, there's going to feel an alignment where it might feel within you or within this person that it's feeling like a yes. So you'll know when it's right. In other words, okay, I messed this up, guys. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Yes. And then let's get one more. And then we have unlikely. So that's kind of confusing, Spirit. Could we get one more? Wait. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit has a sense of humor. I laugh so much with my Spirit team. I feel like they're goofy and lovable and just amazing. But anyway, a lot of my Spirit team, because I don't even know if I met everyone yet. I don't know. That sounds really weird. Sorry if that sounds weird, but let me move on. Unlikely, wait, yes. I feel, to go back to like being aligned with a decision, a peaceful decision. And this could also be like a peaceful resolution within. Like, what choice will you make? Because it's always your choice, pile 3. So whether it's one person, if it is, maybe waiting, it might be unlikely as far as right now, but a peaceful resolution, if that's what it is, will take place. And I think there's going to be communication regardless with you and this person. Okay, so gosh, I feel like there's like a lot going on. Ask your angels. Because there's a lot going on, don't forget to ask, and be open to signs. You could even like specifically say, Spirit, I need a sign in the form of a red bird or a black crow, whatever. And I just use birds because I often like choose birds if I need a specific sign, although I don't even need to ask because that's how synchronized I am sometimes to like what Spirit is saying and communicating. Okay. That being said, ask your angels if you need to ask for a sign, or if you're already in the journey where at the stage where you are already noticing the signs, seeing the signs. It's very obvious because you are so aligned to your soul. Then that's, all about perfect timing then, and just trusting that everything's going to work out and be peaceful regardless. Okay. Wow. I love that message. But I do feel like there's a yes, though, coming your way. And for those of you that are dating and have other energies, that could also be like wait on some people, wait on some things. Maybe someone is unlikely, cut them out. Like it really depends on where you're coming from. For those of you that, are dealing with one person, more than one person, or both. Okay, let's get romance angels. Spirit, what's this pile 3? Is this person interested in pile 3? There's one person shining through, Spirit. Whoa! Oh my God. All of the cards. Guys, some of you have a lot of people. No judgment. And let me know if it resonates. If I'm wrong, but the cards don't lie, guys. There's a lot of energy in your field. But if it is one person, Dude, this person is like all over the place. So maybe now is not the right time. Okay. So let's see. Romance angel spirit. Is this person interested in pile 3? What do we need to see? Deception. Ooh. Don't be scared of this card. This could be just like someone revealing themselves or maybe having things that they haven't revealed yet. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It could also be, as to go back to timing, not the right time. Make sure you're not deceiving yourself. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Is this person interested? Retreat? Ooh. Gosh, I'm getting 2 messages. It could be retreat from specific people. It could be that you're retreating because now you found or you're focusing more your energy on one person. Worth waiting for. Yeah, I feel like there is someone that might be shining through for even if you're dating. And, if they have walked away, they might not have like been open with you at one point or shared with you how they really truly felt. But I am getting the energy that they could be coming back in if they haven't yet. Let's see. This could be the one. Now, again, don't go overboard with this. Remember, it's all about perfect timing, divine timing. Do you, boo? Don't over focus on one. Maybe that is why you're open to other opportunities. Let's get one more and then we'll get into your advice. New love. Yeah, you might be like open to new love, open to new experiences, whether one person comes through or not. It really is going to depend on the right time. And it could be frustrating, if you are so attached to outcome. But I do feel the frequency of, through this process, you could be really feeling the vibe of someone, like the passion, that magnetic pull. This could be mutual energy. If it is one person that, like, if you're coming to this reading and you're staying and you only have one person and you're like not dating anyone, which might be like 1 or 2 of you. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't know. But maybe the majority of you is single and you're just really feeling the a vibe of this person. I have no idea. But it's a lot of energy. And then a lot of different ways too. But I'm really feeling like you're just open to new love, new experiences. And you're noticing a lot of options, which I get. So let's see. Warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Ooh, get into your power. If you're not there already, Spirit is really, Spirit might be saying, like, good for you. You are doing your thing, whether you're male or female. So it's really good energy. The card does say, have you answered your deepest calling? So something also to reflect on, remember to always align with your soul. Get into your alignment, get into that warrior. Ooh, did that one? I guess not. All right, what else? What other advice? What does Spirit Pile 3 need to hear, Spirit? Ooh, Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. If that's not divine timing, I don't know what is. Trust, guys. No need to worry. You're good. Whatever happens, you are good. So enjoy it. Enjoy the experiences. Have a good laugh. Don't take, for those of you that are dating, everything so serious. Even if nothing works out, or if you don't like the person or this person, whatever the energies that are coming through, but honestly, I feel like a lot of you are having a lot of good options, like a lot of people that you could see yourself like, So there might be someone coming through. So trust your path. Guys, I love this. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? It goes back to if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So I feel like you know. And if you don't, it's a reminder to get into the know. Know that you trust your path, pal three. And if you do, and if you're in that current energy, dude, I'm feeling the frequency, which is why you are attracting the good people, good souls, great. Some of them are great options. And you might be wondering, like, should I, choose one person? Choose that person? I don't know. Oh my God, no at the bottom of the deck. So, again, to go back to the frequency of weight, you know, regardless of this good vibes, there is something that you might have to, don't be scared. I remember when I used to use this deck, every time I saw this card, I'd be like, oh no, I'm going to have a bad week. But really, it was more so about you being mindful of your boundaries. What do you need to say no to in your life in general with people? Like, fall into alignment, okay? You don't have to go to a second date. If you know it's not the right person, it's okay to accept it, even if they're a great person. So that's for a lot of you, I'm getting with this no. But also for those of you that are focused on one person that it might not be happening right now, that could be the energy of just waiting. Or I don't want to say waiting because it's not waiting. It's for some of you might be waiting, but I like almost like don't focus on this person. It's not the right time yet. Just trust, release, and be open to new experiences. So, because, if it is one person that you have on your mind, they have strong emotions for you guys, like huge. And I do feel like they're going to put effort in. I do feel like it's going to be a yes. They're very passionate, but it's going to happen in the right time. And then you are going to be the person that's going to be like, do I even want this person anymore? So that's for some of you. Okay. That being said, trust your path, guys. A lot of you already know you're in the know. So don't forget about that. Okay. Trust, be in your energy. It feels so good. Welcome to this side of, not overthinking things, just being in full acceptance. So, that being said, thank you so much for being here and staying this long. I really appreciate your energy. Send a like if you like this video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.